certified in every detail of auto repair and service. They've been in business for 17 years and it's a family-owned company. All-Star Muffler and Brakes. They're having a special right now. All you ladies, come and get your car worked on. 15% off. Man, you could still get that 10% off if you mentioned you heard it on the Art McKoy University radio show. All-Star Muffler and Brakes keeps your car running so you can get where you need to go. All-Star Muffler and Brakes at 3596 Lee Road, and you can give them a call, 216-991-1125. Ask for Mike.
Hi, this is Marcella Boyd Cox, Chief Marketing Officer and Vice President of the E.F. Boyd & Son Funeral Homes. At the E.F. Boyd & Son Funeral Home, it's not about mourning death, it's about celebrating life. At E.F. Boyd & Son, we have been celebrating life for over 100 years. Honoring a life means acknowledging and showing respect for the individuality of the personality and uniqueness of the life's path of the deceased. For many years, we have been here to serve families just like yours with many, many years of experience and serving families from all walks of life. Each family comes to us because they know we are leaders in our profession, dedicated to excellence and service, and have the highest standards of integrity. E.F. Boyd & Son is located at 2165 East 89th Street in Cleveland, and our second location is at 25900 Emory Road in Warrensville Heights. In your time of need, call 216-791-0770. efboyd.com. A century of celebrating life.
Stop and listen for a minute. This is about you. I'm talking about the love, the money, the emotional support that you have been giving everybody. Why are you feeling close to, but just not totally fulfilled? Or almost feels like the world has not kept its promise. The fact is, we are all common folks, and we are not doomed. So let me tell you about an amazing place to go rid yourself of these feelings. It's no secret, thanks to the Art McKoy show, that Lucky's Charms and Supplies carries the highest quality spiritual products around, and at the fairest price. At Lucky's Charms and Supplies, you'll find bargains on incense, candles, oils, soaps, sprays, also a large variety of spiritual tools and books for the beginners and the more advanced students. Come in and browse. You are all welcome. 6 days a week from 10 to 7, we offer incredible life-changing talk therapy, insightful, loving, spiritual, and money guidance, herbal healing, and energy advice, along with free consultations on all matters. When money troubles start warning you with alarms, get yourself over to Lucky's Charms. We correct matters in lottery, racetrack, casino, bingo, and business in a hurry so that you'll never ever again have to worry. Visit Lucky's Charms and Supplies, 6408 St. Clair Avenue, Cleveland, Ohio, 216-924-8834. That's 216-924-8834. See you soon.
For our troops and their families, the military is more than a career. It's a journey, and every step along the way, the USO is there.
It's an experience that soldier will never forget. That's what the USO does.
Be a part of their journey. Donate today at USO.org.
Try our MCD mobile app and get zero home delivery fee. You can use the home delivery app at our 55th and Superior location, our 105 and St. Clair location, and our East Cleveland location, Eddy Road in Euclid. Try our mobile app today and get zero home delivery fee. This is brought to you by Ledwidge GP Management, DBA McDonough.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. I know you, Marshall. Operating base.
Lord have mercy. Y'all might as well buckle down like I did when I first came here from Garland, North Carolina. I thought I would die. In North Carolina, it don't even snow, and when it do snow, we make snow cones out of it and have fun, because the next day it was gone. But when I came to Cleveland, I ain't never saw so much damn snow. Oh, forgive me, church folks, I didn't mean to cuss.
Yeah. It is Sunday.
But guess what? It took me a while to get used to this cold weather, and I still ain't used to it, but I found out a way to tolerate it. Put me some long johns and stuff like that on, get my car ready.
Well, that's the way they used to get you together when you was younger. Long johns, when you had to get out there in that snow and go to school. Now they cancel school if the wind blows.
Yeah, I hated long johns. You understand? It wasn't until my knees started hating later on when I was in my 20s. Somebody told me, they said, boy, you put the long johns on, you'll be all right.
Right.
Lord have mercy. So y'all get ready. Old-fashioned winter. But guess what? I got one of the guys that I admire a whole hell of a lot on line one. I'm talking about no other than Vince Robinson. Man, this guy is like super. You understand? He's talented. He's playing a band. He's a poet. He's a teacher. He's a preacher. Lord have mercy. I don't know what he's not. But I want to talk to him. Vince Robinson, are you there? Lord have mercy. Vince Robinson, if you just give me one of your talents, just give me one of them, I'd be better off, you understand? You got me all that echo. Why are you giving it to me? Okay.
No. Yeah.
Now,
I just wanted to make sure we can hear
it. Okay.
We can hear it.
What?
We got. Go ahead.
Okay.
Are we okay?
Yeah, I'm getting. I don't know what Billy Sharp doing. I'm getting this echo. I'm getting this echo.
Okay.
DJ Talking John, is that you with the echo?
No, it's not.
Yeah. Okay. You getting it? I'm just getting it.
Oh, it's because your microphone is moving.
How is it now?
You good now? Yeah, we good now. Go ahead.
All right. Yes. Hey.
That's it. Don't touch the.
All right.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not that.
Yeah.
I'm not touching anything.
Oh,
Come
you're
on,
right.
come
You're
on,
right.
be real. That's okay. Listen, I
Go ahead.
work around better things than that.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Vince, are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
All right, quiet it down now. So Vince Robinson, man, I really wanted to. If I hadn't had such a busy day yesterday, there's no reason in the world that I wouldn't have wanted to make it to the event that you had yesterday at the East Cleveland Library. Tell me a little bit about it.
It was a multimedia presentation that involved some images that I took in Africa. I was in Egypt and the Sudan with Dr. Renoko Rashidi back in 2019. So I shared some pictures of Egypt and a few pictures of Sudan, Cairo, the pyramids, the Giza Plateau, and some of the other locations. I also presented a film that I did based on the life of Winston Willis. So the folks who came, including the board of the East Cleveland Public Library, were able to witness that. And then I did some music. I did some spoken word and played the piano, and I had a number of compositions that I recorded myself. So it was multimedia and all connected to communication and connected to history. So the title of the program was Looking Back, Moving Forward, and I shared quite a bit and as a result of the program that we put together.
So Vince, let's go over that one more time. I told you, you all thought I was exaggerating. Y'all that don't know Vince, my millions of listeners. Vince, what did you do on the program again? Run it down one more time. You did what?
I started with a slide presentation of pictures that I took in Egypt and the Sudan when I went to document a journey by Dr. Renoko Rashidi. So there was a visual aspect. I then showed a film that I did on the life of Winston Willis, who many may know as a black millionaire who had a 28 business empire that was basically destroyed by the corruption in politics in Cleveland, Ohio, specifically University Circle Incorporated and the Cleveland Clinic. I also did some poetry.
Poetry, all right. He's a poet. Go ahead.
I did some pieces that I've written recently, and I did some of my old stuff. I went all the way back to 1979 when I was a DJ at Kent State University, and I was spitting from the stage and handed the mic to MC Chill, and Chill got his first opportunity to spit rhymes on my stage. So I took him back to that point, and then I brought him back to today. So we're talking about the new presidency and the new energy that's, out there in America that has black folks reeling and dealing. So a lot of stuff was covered yesterday, but it was a great performance. The audience that was there really appreciated it, and I like the fact that there were a few young folk there, but there were many elders who were treated to spoken word like they'd never heard it before.
So Vince, you gave them spoken words like they never heard it before. Then you're gonna tell me that you moved over to the keyboards and gave several of your new compositions that you wrote?
Yeah, I actually played that baby grand piano that the East Cleveland Public Library has. So they got some of that, and then I also recorded some tracks because I write songs and I compose songs, so they got to hear some of my original musical compositions thanks to MP3 files and iTunes.
Hey Vince, I hate to tell you, I want to talk to you on the show, but get off my show, man. This is not the show for you. This is go back to 360 Info. This is not the show for you, man. I only got a 5th grade education, got millions of listeners, but this ain't the show for you, Vince. You go on back to 360 Info, okay? That comes on at 11 o'clock on Saturday, and the other shows you do on the other stations. I don't want to talk to you no more.
Okay.
Vince,
Vince, privilege of having this conversation with you.
Vince, all seriously, let's talk about several things. Vince, I love to have you on the show. Listen, Vince, first of all, tell me a little bit about Africa, and the experience you had over there. Tell me a little bit about that, because you are a well-traveled man. I've never been to Africa. I was in Southeast Asia and all that part of the country, but you just travel on your own. Tell me about how you got so interested in that.
I had an interest in Africa as a student at Kent State University back in the 70s. I have a very good friend and colleague, Mwatabu Okanta, who is the chair of the Department of Africana Studies at Kent. And he just basically imparted to me that that was a place that you want to go to someday. So when I graduated in 1980, I ended up being in Northeast Africa, specifically Israel, for the first time in 1981. I was also able to go to Egypt in 1992, and in 2016, I went to Ghana for the first time. So I can tell you that I was physically, spiritually, emotionally connected to that place. The last time I was there, I had tears rolling down my cheek because I was leaving. That's how much Africa means to me.
So Vince, I'm getting older now. I need to make that trip. Is that what you're telling me? One time before I go to the ever after?
I would say that going to Africa could be life-changing for you, even though you may have the age that you were. You remember that W.E.B. Du Bois, one of the greatest scholars that our race has ever seen, he went there and he lived the rest of his life there. And he wasn't a young man when he got there. So it's never too late, but I promise you, if you go there and you have any level of consciousness or intelligence, it will affect you.
Oh man, thank you so much for that, Vince, man. If you want to get more of Vince, all you have to do is every Saturday at 11 o'clock, I call this the show of the milk. That show on 360 Info on Saturday is the meat. And so Vince, if we could move on to Winston Willis. Listen, I really wanted to catch all of that presentation that you made, because you know that when Winston Willis was on 105, I I was 27, and I had my first barbershop. I opened up a Superfly barbershop on 105 in Euclid, right next to the Liz's Lounge and the Cleveland Trust Bank. You know how popping Harvey's Toast of the Town was right across the street. The fire station and everything. The Brave New World across the street. And there I had a chance to live in some of that era with Winston Willis. He used to come walking up and walk up to the shop and get a line. And he was one of the most brilliant people I knew. So I watched the whole process of him coming in, developing all that, and making it work big time like Las Vegas and all that. And in the end, I watched them swindle him out of it. I remember the last time I talked to Winston, over on 105, I said, Winston, because he was trying to buck the process of what they were doing to him, and he put big signs up right on 105 in Euclid that talked about the police and other stuff. I said, Winston, man, I'm just getting out here as an activist, but you doing it, man. Ain't you scared? He said, man, I got to do what I got to do. So it brings me right to you and your story. Man, you got this film that you made, it got to go Netflix and all that, right?
Well, it's a relatively short film, but it tells the story.
Okay.
And I think, the right filmmaker and the right situation could do much more justice to his story because it's so deeply nuanced. The fact that you had a brother that raised enough capital to start a real estate and development company on his own, it's unprecedented when you look at a place like Cleveland and the impact that he had as a single person on the economy of the city. There were so many brothers and sisters who got jobs just based on what he built. So he was really kind of a threat to the industry that was growing up around him. So Cleveland Clinic wanted property, University Circle wanted property, and folks who have money get what they want because they can afford to pay for it. So what ended up happening was they decided that they wanted what he had, and they did what they had to do in order to get it. That's the short and simple of it. But it is a story that needs to be told. America needs to know. And, post Super Bowl halftime show, we're living in an age where the truth is bubbling up to the surface. And the more people find out about this country, how it operates, the more disillusioned they become with it, and the more they face the reality that this is a civilization that is on the decline. And that's one of the reasons why it's so incumbent upon us to start moving forward towards ways that we can take care of ourselves and not depend on others to take care of us, because those who have been charged with the responsibility of taking care of us do not have an interest in taking care of us to the extent that we should be. They're taking care of us to the extent that they can exploit it. And the only people that can change that is us.
Vince, I got a chance to talk to Winston about maybe a year ago or so. He called me from the nursing home, and we talked. One day, DJ Talking John was going to pull up that tape. One day we talked, and we had a good conversation. And it was the last time I heard from him. So it really perked my interest to know that you followed up and did due diligence with this story. And I definitely want to bring you on the show sometime so we could talk further, Vince, because we could take a whole show talking with me and you and Billy Sharp and all of us. And I really appreciate you coming on. Is there any parting words you want to say, Vince? Anything?
Well, quickly in parting, I had an opportunity to talk to him myself. And it was apparent to me that he really has something to say. I'd really like to connect with you on or offline to find out what he shared with you. But I just think that it's important to amplify our history as we are living in an era when they want to eliminate or erase our history. But the only way that we can really know how powerful we are as a people is to know where we've come from. It's the whole idea of Sankofa. You have to know where you have come from in order to know where you are going. And once you discover who you are, there's no doubt that you can live up to your potential and be the best that you can be to the benefit of others.
No doubt about it, Vince. And I tell you what, Winston realized what he was up against, because I tell you, I was over there in that area for 10 years, and from the time I got there, they were saying that Cleveland Clinic and the other hospitals and all of them, they're coming. And 10 years went by, and I said, they ain't coming. And all of a sudden, they just came like, woo, and the area was gone. Lord have mercy. We got a lot to talk about, Vince, and I appreciate you calling. I got millions of listeners. One thing before I let you go, Vince, I'm going to give you a challenge. I'm going to give you a challenge that I gave your lackey partner on 360 Info, Antonio, and he wimped out. I'm going to give you the same offer. I challenge you. Look, you don't remember this, but they used to have a show called swapping places, something like that. It was a section show or something. But regardless, the point I want to make to you is your show come on for 1 hour, 360 Info on Saturday. It's a bomb show. But I'm challenging you and that lackey Antonio. Let's switch places. And one Sunday, I'll let you all come on this show, do 2 hours, bust your brain out, be scared, and me and my partner, Billy Sharp, will come on your show for an hour and steal all your listeners. So, are you ready for that challenge? Antonio wasn't.
I welcome that challenge, but I would restate it. It wouldn't be about stealing listeners. It would be about collaboration. So I enhance your listener base and you enhance ours.
Listen, that's why I got a 5th grade education and you're a college graduate all the way, and I appreciate that. And I judge like that. But hey, it might be all right with you, but you got to get with your friend Antonio, who's been scared. I've been challenging this for 5 years, and let's see what happens, okay?
Well, he's in Ghana right now, but when he gets back, we'll have that conversation.
Thank you, Vince. I appreciate you.
All right. Peace, brother.
All right, 216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Calling you live on the air. Go ahead.
How you doing, Art? This is Clifton Onwar.
Clifton Onwar, you are the son. Lord, listen, you're the son of my friend, Mayor Emmanuel Onwar. I remember when your dad, when I had got out of prison, and was standing in front of the barbershop, and the parade was coming by, and it was a Labor Day parade, I think, and I was just standing there, and your dad said, "Art, come on, Art, come on out here and march with me," and I marched with him through the parade, and man, he was special. But I want to talk about you for a second, because many of the listeners that heard you talk on the radio before, they wanted to get in touch with you a little close, and they wanted to, a few people wanted to send you some baskets at I think the last time I talked to you around Christmas. And so before we go any further,
being terminated. Dialing of additional digits is not allowed. Please try again later.
That's all right. Listen, that's how I got you. That's how great this show is, because we were just talking to Mayor Onwar's son, who's doing life in prison. Go ahead.
216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Calling you live on the air. Go ahead. Calling you live on the air. Go ahead.
Share. Calling in with our up-to-the-minute sports report. Just wanted to at least give people the excellent word as I'm calling, and on behalf of Maddie B's Floral Arrangement International. Their regional number is 216-334-9820. That's 216-334-9820. The only good Cavaliers news that I have right now is that I love where we are in the standings during halftime. At the halfway mark of the season, as this week is, of course, none other than the NBA All-Star Weekend. But the Cavaliers are sitting well at 44-10. Again, their record at this halfway mark is 44-10.
And that's a beautiful thing as we have representation of the Cavaliers at the All-Star game. Also, on the major sports news of everything, the Ohio State coaching legend, champion coach himself, Jim Tressel, was picked as the Ohio Lieutenant Governor by Governor Mike DeWine.
That was some big news.
It was. I know that I'm looking forward to even an update later on from Billy Sharp as to his thoughts on this for the political side of things, because everybody is now looking at that position. Will a former sports legend and icon, will he even consider running for governor himself? And so things remain to be seen. And also, while the snow is falling, within the next few days, the pre-spring training, which will even engage the Cleveland Guardians in it, as baseball season is right around the corner. So I just wanted to call and say that very quickly. I know we have some major people calling in today. We've already heard a few of them already. Talk to you all later.
Hey, my prediction, the man you just talked about, he's gonna be the next governor. Goodbye. What's his name?
Jim Tressel.
Next governor of the state. Next governor of the state of Ohio. You heard it here first. Go ahead. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, so thank you. Just want to make the announcement. We are back. We took a Sunday off because of the Super Bowl, but the Art McKoy radio show with your co-host Billy Sharp is back this week. We had a big 2 weeks to report on, so I'm going to get right into your weekend headline news. Weekend headline news is sponsored by Billy Sharp OmniMedia, a media company. Advertise with us at the Art McKoy radio show if you want to take your business to the next level. So you can reach us at billyl.sharp2015@gmail.com to get the newest and latest deals that we have going on in regards to advertising. So this is your weekend headline news. The winter storm continues to blast the East Coast. Heavy snow, sleet has just put us at a grind. We got 70 mile per hour winds that are headed our way. This is going between today and tomorrow, so we won't really feel a break until Monday sometime in the afternoon. American released from Gaza. The American hostage was released from Gaza after having spent almost 500 days in captivity. Jane Doe sexual harassment suit dropped against rapper Jay-Z and Sean Puffy Combs. CNN reports that Jane Doe dropped the charges against Jay-Z and Sean Puffy Combs with prejudice, which means that the charges cannot come back against those two. Oof, that's some news.
That's heavy, yes.
That's some heavy news. DOJ top officials resign after the Trump administration directs them to drop charges against New York Mayor Eric Adams. The 7 top officials resigned after they said that they would not be in position to offer up or announce the charges that have been dropped against Mayor Adams. So 7 of them resigned in unison. All right, analysts say that the asteroid named 2024 YR4 has a 2% chance of hitting the Earth in 2032. Now, I want to caution, 2% chance. So don't go out and say Billy Sharp said the asteroid is going to hit the Earth in 2032. So some key points: the name of the asteroid is 2024 YR4. Is that YR? Yeah, YR4. Mm-hmm. There's a 2% chance that it hits Earth. The year would be 2032 if that happens. Analysts are monitoring it through telescopes, so on and so forth. So don't run out and pull your hair out. Just a 2% chance. Just a 2% chance. All right. Honoring a local legend in Black History Month. On Saturday, February 15th, the community honored a legendary community activist, Art McKoy. Art McKoy was honored by County Council Vice President Yvonne Conwell with a proclamation in front of a billboard to advertise this radio show on, 79th and Superior. We tried to postpone the event because of weather, but people continuously showed up, so we had to go ahead with the show. So we salute our fearless leader, Art McKoy, as he's being honored by Cuyahoga County and the community. In sports news, Kendrick Lamar's halftime show broke records. Kendrick Lamar's halftime show was viewed by 133 million people. The 133 million people exceeded the amount of people that actually watched the Super Bowl. Go Kendrick Lamar. Also, as Big Chef alluded to, this is All-Star Weekend. Taylor Hauer won the three-point contest, the 2025 NBA three-point contest with 24 points. Your 6-day forecast: Monday, partly cloudy, high 21, low 9. Tuesday, partly cloudy with some sun, high 15, low 10. Wednesday, cloudy, high 18, low 15. Thursday, some snow, high 22, low 18. Friday, partly cloudy with some sun, high 24, low 17. And Saturday, cloudy with high 28, low 19. And that is your Weekend Headline News. Again, Weekend Headline News is sponsored by Sharp OmniMedia, a media company. Come advertise with us on the Art McKoy radio show. You can reach us at BILLYL.SHARP2015 All right, 216-578-1490 is your calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Caller, you are live on the air. Go ahead. Caller, are you there?
Oh, hi. Is this Art?
Yep, go ahead. You live on the air.
Okay, I got Clifton on the other line.
Say that again, dear.
I have Clifton on the other line.
I'm sorry. Yeah, turn your radio down, the computer down. That's why I can't hear what you say. I hear you, but you're echoing. Go ahead. You got who?
I have Clifton on the other line.
You just saying the first name. You say Clifton?
Right.
So she says she has Clifton on the other line.
Okay. All right. Go right ahead.
Okay. Hold on.
Cut that. If you're on cut that radio down if you can.
I don't think she can hear you.
Okay. All right.
Because I think she's clicking over to try to get him online.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes. Hello there.
Go ahead.
Go right ahead.
Hey,
Go ahead, sir. Okay. Spell your name.
ONUNWOR.
Anawa?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, good. So, Brother Anwar, you're the son of Mayor Anwar, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm just trying to get this clear. All right, so it's good to talk to you back again. I don't know if you'll be cut off again. So come with your message because you perked up a lot of interest the last time they called. A lot of people was concerned about you because some people wanted to send you baskets. So go right ahead and talk, sir. And where are you calling from? Where you at, Lucasville or Mansfield? Where?
I'm at Richmond. I'm right across the street from Mansfield.
Oh, yeah, right. When I was at Mansfield, I could look over there, and I wanted to be at Richmond. Go ahead with your comments.
Well, I spent the last 10 years trying to get these search warrants.
Trying to be what?
In my case.
Yes.
Trying to get these search warrants.
Yes.
And I sent 5 or 6 people to try to get this information. And to no avail, they don't want to give it up.
Okay, who has the search warrants? What police department came out with the search warrants?
Cleveland Police Department had search warrants.
Cleveland Police Department or Cleveland Homicide?
Yes, sir.
All right, so they came out with the search warrant to search your house, search your mama's house?
Yes,
And they
my truck.
Okay, they search your truck
And my phone.
and your phone. And you're saying that if these search warrants records come up, you can be cleared, or there'll be a new chance for a trial?
It'll be a new chance for a new trial because these warrants was issued a year before my case even happened.
Okay, before the person was killed, or what? What are you saying?
I'm saying the warrant was issued before the person was even killed.
Okay, all right. So why was that?
I wonder if it had something to do with my father's.
Had something to do with your father's
situation.
So you went through the ordeal with your father having a case and having to go to prison, right?
Yes.
And while your father was in prison, that's when he got the terrible news that you allegedly had killed your mom, right?
Yes.
Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you, okay? Okay, so all right. And you're saying that evidence was from that search warrant was bogus, and once you find out that's what that search warrant is, you can it will help exonerate you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well send the information for the search warrants. The person that you have on the line, get that information to them, and we'll have our investigator Judy Martin look it up and see if we can find out that piece of the puzzle for you, okay?
Because the person that's on the line was that.
Beg pardon?
She requested the information from the clerk of court.
Who did?
And my friend.
Okay, well okay, but she couldn't get it, right?
Right.
Okay, so go ahead. And so what I'm after, because we're gonna have to talk further. We got a lot of people on the line, but I got to talk to you because you're down doing life without parole. So you get that information to your friend. We're gonna give it to our source, Miss Martin, and we're gonna, if nothing else we can do, we're gonna find out why those records are not coming to you. Okay? And once we find that out, we'll be able to proceed further. You're saying this is the stumbling block in the case, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you get that to your friend, and we'll go from there. And at the same time, you got to understand there's millions of listeners listening to you, so some of them will follow up also, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, you got...
How do I get this to you?
Didn't a friend put you on?
Yeah.
All right, get it to her, and she'll get it to us, okay? I don't want to give it right over on the air, okay, with millions of listeners, okay? I don't want this sabotaged, okay? You got me?
Okay.
All right, hey, take care. What's your job in prison before you go?
I'm the head baker in the kitchen right now. I'm a facilitator for Poet Laureates. I write poetry.
All right, sometime all right, so hey, brother, you got the right station. This the only station can do this for you. We'll talk real soon. God bless you, and tell all the brothers in Richland that Art McKoy say no justice, no peace. All right.
Yes, sir. No justice, no peace.
Thank you, sir.
All right, 216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number.
I want you to take. You got it, but I want you to take note, Billy Sharp. This is the only show that can pull judges, prisoners from prison, and all of that together. All right, and only one show. Go ahead.
Caller, you are live on the air. Go ahead. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Caller, you are live on the air. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Roger from Finley.
Roger, where you been? I thought that our honorable president, president right now, I thought he had ran you out of town and ran you out of Philly. You understand? Because you are a great suburbanite. And I honestly, me and Billy Sharp was really thought we was gonna have to come to Philly and look for you. Talk to us, Philly, Ohio, our Philly, Ohio fan base.
Still here.
Okay, talk to me, the listener. Don't get scared, Rogers. You've been on the radio before yourself. You had a show. Go ahead, years ago. We're gonna bring you back up here so you can teach Billy Sharp something. Go ahead.
I don't know about that, but an interesting development here. The local Republican Party next month is going to sponsor their own J6 committee to tell us all what really happened on January 6th.
Other than what we saw on TV?
Apparently, yes. They're going to have a couple of speakers and apparently a couple of Ohioans who were pardoned by Trump for their involvement in January 6th.
All right. So what we saw on TV, they're going to tell us that's not what we saw. There's a whole nother story that happened that day.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Only $25 to attend.
Oh, and it costs too. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So Roger, are you going to attend so we can get that information, or is it to you? Is it a joke?
Well, I was at the Black Heritage Library open house the other night. Several people were interested in that and thought it might be instructive to attend and see what would happen. So I don't know. We're talking about it.
Family, please go. Some people have closed minds, but we need to know everything. And so please go and definitely report back to us on the show, to our amazing listeners, because we're very interested in that. And anything else that's happening in Philly, Ohio, you are our Philly, Ohio representative, so you come on and give it to us.
And certainly come back with a report. If you do decide to go to that show, if that's what you're going to call it, let us know how that went.
I certainly will, if I'm not too afraid to do that.
I got you. My thought is that probably be hostile territory. Say it again.
Besides the governor running for the governorship, Trestle, Dr. Amy Acton is our Democratic candidate for governor in 26. She was the director of health during the COVID crisis, so she's certainly an interesting candidate going up against Dave Yost and Vivek Ramaswamy, who hasn't declared yet, but should be an interesting governor's race next year.
Vivek Ramaswamy, okay, all right.
Well, he is from Ohio.
Right, don't remind me. That was my point.
All right, and he had a chance to get in the Trump administration. He dropped out.
No. You got that wrong. He was pushed out. He was pushed out. Thank you. He was pushed out. Address it correctly. Don't give him no cover.
How was he pushed out?
He was pushed out. He got up there talking too much, and they said, you got to go.
Okay, all right.
Don't give him no cover. See, I got to watch you.
All right, okay, no doubt about it.
One billionaire.
He was talking more than Elon Musk. He got in the way of a few things, and they pushed him out. I got to watch Art McKoy. He's trying to get these guys covered so they can run for office. No. Pushed out. So if he was pushed out of the Trump administration, what do we want with him?
Well, he still say he's a friend of Trump.
What do we want with him if Trump didn't even want him?
I understand clearly. I told you, Roger, my prediction is Trestle will be the next governor.
So?
Huh?
Do you think so?
Yeah, Governor DeWine is a very shrewd politician, and he's making his move, and I guarantee you that he's going to endorse Trestle, and so that's going to push those other guys out. I like Amy, all right. I
got to be honest. I heard that twice today in that same way that you phrased that.
Yeah, I like Amy. I really do, and that's going to be interesting. Roger, do you think that she can muster enough after the bad vibes she had from running the COVID, running the state health department during COVID?
Well, I know she was popular for a time, but yeah, she got a lot of
bad vibes because people didn't like the mandates and all that. So who knows? So hopefully that people will be
I like her.
Have enough of Republicans.
I like her.
But the thing is going to be, it's going to be tough for her to run on that subject, given she was threatened personally, given the sitting president is not a proponent of anything COVID. Governor may have a hard time distancing himself from some of the policies that she set forth since he was the governor. But I think that's going to her candidacy itself, if she's going to run on that, is going to be a bit tenuous.
I agree.
Yeah. We'll have to see, though, because a lot of things are going to be happening in the next year with RFK and his health mandates.
Which I bet that won't help.
No.
Yeah, and you think about this is Ohio, and to your point a minute ago, how people felt or how the masses felt about the mandates and COVID. I just don't think that would be a winning subject to run on. I don't know how you turn that around and make that a winner.
She must know something, man, because I would have never thought that she would have jumped in that race. But hey, so she must know something. She must have some woman power somewhere, Brother Roger. Roger, have you saw this controversy anywhere around town?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen her for several months.
I haven't either. I'm going to have to track her down. I think she might have went back to South Carolina with her mother for a while. Hey, Roger, anything you want to say before I let you go to my millions of listeners?
Well, I've been working on the Black Heritage Library website, and I've discovered a lot of great black artists and dancers and actors, and it really makes me proud to support the Black Heritage Library. So anybody that wants to see some of the artists that I've discovered can log on to, let's see here, what is the website? blackheritagecenter.org. And you can see all the people that I've discovered and enjoy the art and dance and acting that black artists have contributed to the world. It's really extraordinary.
Hey, Philly, for a suburbanite, I got to see that. You get in touch with me. I want you to send it to my website, and we're going to push that because a suburbanite, you promoting that African museum website in Philly is something special, man. All right, I love you. All right.
I love you.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Roger. 216-578. Thank you. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Calling you live on the air. Go ahead.
I'm just wondering, are you going to give me a chance to start? I'm lost in the split at a 34th Eddie Road in Fifth Avenue.
You have to get off speakerphone because you're breaking up.
Okay. Yeah, I got cut off. I was just wondering, you guys going to let me talk?
Well, I don't have control over the calling lines. You was the next caller up. It's just blinking to me. It don't say your name on it, so I wasn't denying you. But go ahead.
Well, yeah, I'm at your store now.
Okay.
I have some good news. The war at my church is over with me and the pastor. We broke bread this morning along with the bishop and his wife, and everything is well at the church now. Also, I want to thank Mr. Porter, who now turned me into what they call the new roving reporter. I'm the new man on the street. But the issue that I'm really concerned about, and that Art said he was concerned about it also.
Good, I'm on the radio right now. What's going on?
Lutheran Metropolitan Ministry at 2100 Lakeside in Cleveland, Ohio, at 44114 in Cleveland, Ohio. I mean, there's something drastically wrong with that situation down there. And I'm here to let you know that I've been there for 2 weeks now, and I've been giving Mr. Porter all the information, filming footage, and
not right offhand. Let me get off the air and I can think clearly.
What I understand,
I'll figure it out, okay?
Al and Maybeth from the Black Women's Army got together, and we want to do something about the issue down there at 2100 Lakeside.
What is it that you're gonna do? What is the strategy?
The sadness is that how grown men are being fed on a daily basis. The filth that's down there, the disrespect
No. Those are a list of complaints. I said, what is your strategy to deal with the complaints?
My thing is that I take part in the Black-owned Black Army and the Black Women's Association. Go inside the building and take a look at it and see what I'm talking about.
So are you still there?
I'm still there.
All right. So you made a great invite for us, the Black Man Army and all the organization to go in and see what that place is about. And I'll take that invitation if we could.
Hold on. So a strategy is to set that up. Because you can't just go march inside of 2100.
You didn't let me finish.
I know I did. I stopped you on purpose because I'm telling him he got to set the strategy. The strategy is that he got to go to the powers that be and set that up so y'all can come in and walk through and do the walkthrough. Strategy.
So you saying I need to go to like say Mr. Waters, who's the head of the facility, and ask him to allow you guys to come through? Is that what I'm supposed to do?
So here's where I'm at with that. Okay, here's where listen. I don't need permission if I want to do something, and the organization will do it. But here's my point right here, because we're known to just go in. They have to put us out. But
so hold
on, wait a minute, Billy. I'm trying to get your point.
Right.
But my whole thing about this is this. Myself. I was in the penitentiary once, and the one thing that I hated most was, number one, the food, and number two is going to the bathroom. There's 10, 20 stalls, and you got to sit there with 20 people looking at you, and in your bunk you had to couldn't take a John without your bunkie right over top of you. So the food. And one more, the shower, man. I hated to go in the shower and have to take a shower with 18 other men. So my thing was this. I knew I didn't like it. And my whole thing was, darn it, when I get out of here, I ain't going to come back. You know, because I don't like the darn food. I don't like exposing myself to all these men, so I'm not going to come back. And so that was my initial strategy on how to beat this system. And yes, they feed you crappy. I remember one time in there, we was eating in the lunchroom, and it was full of flies. And every time we took a bite, I'd have to wave my hand and knock the flies away, and then take another bite and wave it. So I said, hell, I ain't gonna never come back to this place. Bless your soul. Here's my point to you. You gave me your challenge, and I told you I don't care nothing about what Billy Sharp's talking about. We'll come in and we'll kick the door down if that's what you want us to do. But on the other hand, all right, but listen to me very carefully now. But on the other hand, this is Common Sense Radio, and you got to tell me, because I know I've checked your MO, great RTA employee, veteran, and all of that. So I'm going to help you, but you got to help me. You got to figure out to me, how is it that you keep going back to these places instead of taking the route that I took and say, hell, I ain't going back no more? You understand? So you got to figure out, while I figure out how we're going to kick the door down, you got to figure out how you're going to have to kick the door down to your life so you don't have to keep going back there.
My intention is not to go back. My intention is that I'm there for
all right. Okay, what's the specific reason?
The specific reason is that I'm waiting on a 4-bedroom condominium in Kent, Ohio, and we've been waiting on that.
All right. So cut this through. You're there right now because you're homeless, right?
Exactly. Well, I don't say homeless because.
Well, that's kind of what they say. That's what a 2100 is. The stigma is.
Shelter.
Huh?
It's a homeless shelter.
I use the term displaced.
Okay.
I don't use the term
all right.
homeless.
Okay, I got that. I used they used the word reformatory when I was in the prison, but it wasn't a damn prison. Okay, so cut through the chase. You understand? And they intentionally in these systems, they feed you garbage, so they hope that you don't like that garbage and you don't come back no more. So I didn't go back no more. So look, listen, I told you, you got a distinguished career, RTA, veteran, world famous DJ. So all I want you to do, while I kick the door down for that system, you got to figure out how you're going to kick the door down for your life so you don't keep coming to that place. Can we do that?
But we got so many of the art. If I had a chance to tell you what's going on in my life, it would scare you.
Well, that's why
we're the next big thing in America. We got a project that's going to stop the world.
Okay, all right.
And we were talking to Mr. Sharp in reference to that.
Okay. Look, that's the truth.
Sharp has a general idea of what's getting ready to happen.
You and Mr. Sharp, y'all big time suburbanites and all that. I'm dealing with simple things in life. How in the hell I can stay out of the county jail so I don't have to eat that garbage they got. How in the hell I can stay out of prison so I don't have to shower in front of 18 men.
Well, I'm on the way out of there. Hopefully, a Monday morning.
All right, and you're on your way out for good. I gotta go because we're on the news break. You're on your way out for good. I'll do what I gotta say. I appreciate you, man, in the street. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna have to take a break at this point. We'll be back for our second hour.
Lord have mercy. I want y'all to know one thing. This is common sense radio. Common sense. Common sense. Common sense. Common sense. Woo! Stop it, DJ Talking John. Get that guy. You gotta deal with